mikir atau membuat materi, interaction with the materials, pikirkan waktunya, pikirkan temanya, dan segala macam. So we're going to talk around this area, how to make this interaction with engaging. Yeah. Okay. This is the presentation. Today is going to be experience. So you're going to experience something, and then you have to do a little bit demo, and then you have to create something. Yeah. In 2 hours, this type of online workshop, actually. I think, give it to you, Finn. Are you there, Finn?
Okay, yes, yeah. I'm here. Can you hear my voice clearly, Pak?
Yeah, why? Do you have any problem?
No. Okay. No, I'm just checking because I know that there is a back sound from my place.
Okay.
All right then. Can I share my screen now, Pak?
Sure.
I mean, can you stop your screen?
Yes.
All right. So I will continue what Pak Jati have explained to you. Good morning, everyone. I saw some familiar faces and names on the list of participants. So probably some of you have met me in another event. Maybe some of the material probably similar, but probably you will find something new too. All right then. So as Pajati mentioned that the mode of our interaction today will be, you are going to experience some of the activities as students, and then I'm going to demonstrate how to use or how to create or how to utilize some technology tools. And then you are going to create your own apps or technology tools. So hopefully you are accessing this Zoom using your laptop, not from your cell phone. I saw Ibu Dini using cell phone, but I think Ibu Dini has joined our webinar a lot, so probably you know the content. All right then. So today my part will be talking about brainstorming activities in online setting. However, later you can also adapt this into face-to-face setting when we get back to normal later. So we'll talk about brainstorming in online setting. What is it? And why do we have to do brainstorming? And how do we deliver a brainstorming activity? So today, we'll talk about food. Hopefully you all have got your breakfast. It's almost 9 already, so it's better for you to have your breakfast. Have already had your breakfast. I had mine this morning. So I want to ask you a question. If, for example, you have a topic about food and you want to do a brainstorming activity with your students, what are you going to do, or what do you usually do with your students at the beginning of your lesson to brainstorm, to bridge the students' knowledge into the topic? What would you do? Can you share your experience in the chat box? Okay, wait. It's a bit freezing. Okay. I've got some answer here. Can I put my chat box on top of my page? All right. Oops. Not like that. Sorry. You will see half of my screen because I have to check my chat box. Okay. Tell me your favorite breakfast menu. Okay. Fast food or healthy food? Oh, that's something contradictory. Good. If they are beginner, I will show food flashcards or maybe picture like what I have. If they are beginner, I will show flashcard. Ask triggering questions such as what did you have for lunch is good. Then experience about food such as food poisoning. So we can talk about something pretty regular like asking about what they have for breakfast. This is something day to day. Or you can go a bit further like a bad experience, food poisoning, or something that you don't like. and many other things. Okay, now I'm going to invite you to do a brainstorming activity with me. We are going to talk about food. Sorry, it's jumping. My laptop is not really friendly this morning. Okay, I have to go slowly. All right, so this is a wheel of names. Now I want you to help me answering some questions. Let's wait for a minute. Okay, I'm going to spin this wheel, and then if you see a picture and you have to say something about the picture. Are you ready? Let's spin it. Okay. You can say, what is it? What does it taste? Have you ever tasted this food or not? Do you think you like it or not? Okay, I have sushi. Okay. Have you ever tried sushi before? Do you like the taste? Oh, somebody write it in kanji. Japanese food, okay. I had once, don't really like it. Yeah, some don't like sushi because it tastes because of the raw fish. I don't really like it because of the raw fish. Exactly. Japanese typical food. All right, let's move on. Let's find another food. Suki desu. Nah, Pak Wiranto ini Nihongo no teacher itu apa ya? Saya lupa. All right, what is it? Kalau Pak Handung kayaknya suka ini. Fish and chips, okay. Exactly. British or Australian food, yes. Australian, British, they really like fish and chips. I never tried. Create your own. It's easy. But in Indonesia, people usually eat with tomato or chili sauce. There in UK, in Australia, they only use mayonnaise. I love fish and chips. I tried it when I went to Australia. Okay, yummy. Those are new for me. You need to try, Fitri. Like it so much. All right. Hopefully it doesn't make you getting hungry. Let's move on. What's the next one? Do you know this food? Haha, that's very fast. Bufera, curry from India. Exactly. Chicken curry. Maybe you cook it in Ramadan or Lebaran, but it's actually originally from India. I still have a lot picture, but this is gonna be the last one. Too spicy, Pak Agung? Yeah. Okay. This one is Pak Jati's favorite. You are on diet, Ibu Diana. Okay. Hang in there. Dumpling? Yes, dumpling, gyoza, dim sum. It depends on where it is originated. Yeah, actually it's originated from China. It's Chinese food. We call it dumpling or dim sum. But it looks like gyoza in Japanese food. All right, enough talking about nice food. Okay, but I think you experience this as a brainstorming activity, something which is not really difficult. Everyone can contribute, and then it doesn't take a high level of vocabulary, but then everyone can, what is it? Not interact, but contribute to the questions. What do you think about this activity? Do you think this kind of activity suitable to give brainstorming for your students? Fun, okay. Some still talking about spicy, spicy food. It really is. Thank you, Pak Andri. Super. Now I'm going to invite you to create this kind of activity. Be ready with your laptop. Have you ever tried this before? The tools that I'm using is Wheel of Names. I'm going to share the link later, but I will show you how to use it first. Okay, if you go to Wheel of Names, this is just an old Wheel of Name. Okay, Wheel of Name is actually like a spinning wheel for arisan. That's why the name is Wheel of Names. We actually just need to put the student's name and then spin it, and the name of one student will occur like this. But then I try to manipulate or repurpose this for brainstorming activity, because I don't think that students like to be called, okay, Ali, answer the question. No, they want to do it voluntarily. So I changed this into questions. Like you can have some question like morning activities, afternoon activities, evening activities. So as easy as that, you just write the question here, and then you can customize. Why do we need to customize? We pick after spin here because the default is for choosing the winner of whatever the game is. So the template is we have a winner. I usually change it with like tell us about, and then we have morning activities, afternoon activities, evening activities. If we spin it, then what do we have here? You will see, tell us about morning activities, or tell us about your blah, blah, blah. Okay, so tell us about your morning activities. As easy as that. If you want picture like what I had before, just click add image. And then you can find an image. Let me just find this image. So you can combine text and image on the same wheels. When you're done and you are going to play it, just click share and then continue. You pick this one, they should only be able to spin the wheel. And then copy this and you can share it here. Okay, so that's a quick demonstration for me. Now I'm inviting you to create your own wheel of name. I give you 5 minutes to create your own wheel of names. I give you the link here. Okay, I just give you the link, and then I want you to create your own wheel of names. When you're done, share the link on the chat box. Okay, go. Okay, we have Pak Maulana with the first wheel of name. Let's see. All right. You put some name of US president. And then let's see, I want to know your question. Nah, this is a bit irrelevant. You put we have a winner and Joe Biden. Maybe you can write tell us about, or what do you know about, or who is this person. So please customize the question here. How? By customizing the one on top. Let's see. By customizing this one, click customize and then go to after spin and then change this. The template is we have a winner. So you need to change it into an instruction which is relevant to what you wrote on the list of activities. Aha, Ibu Dini, I thought you won't be able to create because you are using cell phone. All right. Oh, character. So you are teaching something here. Let's see. I want to know your instruction. I might click some of your wheel of names, but not all. Okay. Nah, again, Bu Budini, you also need to adjust this one. We have a winner conflict, so it's not really relevant. You need to adjust the instruction. Let's see, Bu Fitri, I think you are not sharing the right link. Look at the other people's link. They have like code or something. Let's see Ibu Diana's wheel of names. You're talking about feelings, I guess. But there is handsome here, lips, rich, short. Please make a sentence you sing. All right, great. Sometimes I spin two wheels at the same time. For example, the subject and verb, or noun and a verb, and then I spin together. And then I ask my students to create sentence using the noun and the verb occur on the screen. So that's an example of activities. And Ibu Vera mentioned that it will depend on the students' vocabulary exactly. The way we ask question will depend on the level of students' proficiency, right? So maybe we expect them to answer like 1 or 2 words, or maybe we expect them to answer with sentences, full sentences, opinion, agree or disagree. So it depends on their level of proficiency. All right, that's the first tools, wheel of names. Now I'm going to introduce you to my second tools. But first, look at this picture. We are still talking about food. And can you see what food on the picture? It's food. Now I'm going to invite you to go to this link. Let's see if I can copy this link. Gordon Ramsay is trying to eat tarantula. Exactly, that's crispy tarantula. Wait. Here. Okay, I've just given you a link to a place where you have to write 3 words related to this picture. Go to the link bit.ly/ein-food1. But first, take a look at the picture. Sorry. Take a look at the picture. Look at the picture. Think about 3 words related to these pictures. Then go to the link that I provide to you on the chat box. And you need to write the words there. Look at the picture first and then go to answer garden. Let's see. Okay, we have tarantula, extreme, creepy food, bravery. All right, those who can answer with creepy food, bravery must have good vocabulary, right? Wide range of vocabulary. Extreme food. Let's see, I'm going to refresh this and see if I get more. Ooh, we have a lot of word here. Terrifying. I have a phobia. Eerie, fascinating, gross, tarantula, garnish, half, weird, disgusting, crispy, scary, creeping, sting, and many more. So look at this, how many vocabulary that you can draw from your students. Probably if it is real students, you won't be able to get this much, but then you can check the range of vocabulary that they have related to food and the picture. This is another way of drawing students' background knowledge, and then later on you are going to bridge it into the topic that you are going to discuss. Another easy tool that I'm introduced here. Let me share you. Let me just refresh it first. Let's see if I have more. See, we get more and more and more vocabulary here. How to create this? This is another super easy tool. The name is Answer Garden. So why is it called Answer Garden? Because people can answer any questions there, and there will be a garden of vocabulary there. Probably. That's just my interpretation. All right, go to Answer Garden. You don't need to sign up. You don't need to create any account. Just go to Answer Garden and then click plus button here. And then you type your questions. You cannot have too long questions. So you, like for example, tell me or write 3 words represent your feeling about learning during COVID-19 pandemic. Oh, COVID, I don't have about COVID-19. I ran out of words. It's okay. So write 3 words represent your feeling about COVID-19. That's the question. And then I usually use the brainstorm. Later you can explore this, but I prefer this. This is the open and the easiest way. And then the length, I will choose 40 characters. 40 characters mean 40 fonts. Ignore the password, email, whatsoever. Just go, you can open it for an hour, a day, a week. Let's open it for a week. Create. And you got the link here. And you can share it in WhatsApp, in Telegram. Well, it seems 2 persons are talking at the same time. Sometimes when the internet is not really good, Ibu Rina, then you will hear echoing. Okay, so that's how we create Answer Garden. Now your turn to create Answer Garden. Hi, Bu Eka. Thank you for coming. Whoa, Bu Vera, you are very fast. So go to Answer Garden, create your own as usual, and then share it here. Exactly, Pa Maulana, you don't need to sign up. You can just log in and not log in. You can access the link and then create. But for Wheel of Names, if you create an account, then you can keep your collection. If you don't create the account, then you cannot keep your collection. Write 3 words about this fruit. Okay, so this question should go along with a picture, just like what I did before. So like, for example, in if you use WhatsApp group, you can post a picture and then put the link of Answer Garden and ask your students to write their answer there. Yeah, Pak Andri asked which fruit. It's to go along with the picture, right? This was the link from Ibu Vera. So probably in the real class, Ibu Vera will give the picture of a fruit and this question. Bu Endang and Ibu Diana, let me open your question. Write 3 words that people usually use in hospital. Use or okay, use or wear probably. Write your best experience during online class. This question is a bit tricky. Write your best experience during online class because it requires the students to write a bit longer. While in Answer Garden, you can only write 40 characters. So please think about the questions which can be answered within a short sentences or just few words. Okay, so don't expect them to write longer sentences. Pak Maulana, is it like Mentimeter? Well, similar word cloud, but Mentimeter can be used in Zoom like this only, so it should be real time. While Answer Garden, you can just share the link and students can access it anytime. You don't need to open the website. In Mentimeter, you need to activate to present the website. Jadi harus ditungguin gitu ya. You have to stay tuned. Right? 3 cities abroad you wish to visit. Great. And then from this question, we can move on to another questions, expecting a longer answer, right? So here in Answer Garden, we can limit the students' answer in 1 or 2 words, but then in the next activity, you can expect your students to answer longer. Bu Vera, thank you for, yes, exactly. Mentimeter only for synchronous, while Answer Garden can be used for asynchronous class. So you can post the link in Google Classroom, for example, or if you're using another platform, just put it and open it for a week, for example. So within a week, students can access this. Okay. I will just open one more and move on. Yes, similar. How's your feeling studying at home during COVID-19 outbreak? So I usually ask my students to write 2 words or 3 words. It's to limit their answer, because if you ask how's your feeling, probably they will start to curhat, to talk, to ramble, to talk longer, and there won't be enough space for them. Okay, so some of you successfully created this. All right, thank you for your active participation. Okay, so this is the second tools. 2 of them are my favorite because it's easy to create, doesn't take a lot of time for the teachers to create it, and it's good for the students to start the lesson. Wheel of Names, very easy. Answer Garden, it's even super easy. And we also expect them to write short sentences. Now, let's go to a bit longer sentences. Let's move on. That's Answer Garden. We'll still talk about food. A mood for food. This time I'm picking some food. Some of you might like it. Some of you might not like it. Let's see. What you think? You will experience as a student first. I'll pause it here. Exactly, Pa Maulana. You can also ask your students to ask them to input 3 words one by one. Okay, if you can give more instruction, that would be better. So it will look like Mentimeter, yeah. The more people write the same word, it will be bigger. All right, move on. A mood for food, I've just put a link there. Please go to the link. Take a look at the picture. Let me show you. Now I have many picture here. Take a look at the picture and then write your argument. If you click add argument, you can have plus and minus. If you pro, if you would like to eat this, then you can click plus and then yes, it's very delicious. And then you can write your name here, save. But if you don't like it, like here, and if you don't like it, you can click minus, no way. I can't stand the smell. Okay. All right, go ahead, try, play around with this tool. So you can vote, just like Pak Linto, Pak Aji vote, but you can also, oh, I put it on the wrong. Oh yeah, here, no way, it's not healthy. Somebody wrote it. Okay, it looks yummy. I can't stand it. It tastes odd. All right. Take a look at another picture and click add argument. It looks disgusting. Let me refresh it again. Good for health, but not for my packet. Never. Looks like snake. Okay. Mood booster. Pate is a mood booster. Okay. I had it once and you want more. Whoa. Nobody picked. Oh, my favorite part for when I eat chicken, especially when it's spicy. I like it too. Here you can also agree or disagree to your friend's answer. Like for example, sure, I'm not sure how it would taste, but I'd like to find it out. So you can add argument and then say, Nadif, it's a very delicious food whatsoever. So communication can take place more among students using this tool. Okay, the first and the second one is like one direction, and this one is a two-way communication. Okay, okay, everyone contribute here. All right, so you have experienced the use of resider. And I think now you can see the difference between Wheel of Names, Answer Garden, and the last one, Three-Sider. Let me show you how to create Three-Sider. Another super easy tool. You can go to threesider.com. What you need to do, just one, just enter your questions. Okay, so for example, the question is, tell me what you think about this picture. Okay, I will change the questions. I think students should get back to school soon. Agree or disagree? So I will pose debatable questions. So the idea is actually the teacher pose a question here and then students can write their idea. For example, one student write the idea here. Yes, I really want to get back to school because learning from school is more effective. For example, Finn said that. And another students can put their ideas there. And then the other students can go here and write their pros or cons arguments. That's the basic use of three-sided. Okay, so you can go only by text, put the questions, debatable questions, and other students put ideas. But again, I usually repurpose some use of technology. What I did with the previous activity is I put some picture and then ask you to put pros or cons. Sorry, for example, how would you like this food? How do you like this food? Sorry. And after that, I upload some pictures. I'm not sure if I have picture of food. I don't remember. Like, let's just find the picture and save it. Oh, here it is. I have one actually. I put it in desktop. Okay. And in the add idea, instead of putting text, I add image. And then choose the image. And where is it? Here. Where is my potato? Here. And after that, you write the question. Would you eat this? And save. So this is what my lesson looked like. I put pictures and students can add argument here. So you can actually repurpose the three-sider. How do you want your students to interact? Do you want them to add ideas here and then put pros and cons? Or do you want to give trigger with some pictures and then they write pros and cons? You can also put link to YouTube. For example, you post a short movie on YouTube and ask them to give comments. So there are so many things that you can do with this three-sider. All right, it's time for you to create and let's see how you're going to create it. Oh, Ibu Vera, you are very quick. All right, tell me about the weather in this picture. Is it a good weather to be outside? All right, and you write pros and cons. All right, try. Let's wait for the other to create their own. Um, Again, this one, this tools, you don't need to create an account, but if you want to keep the list of your decider or you want to get back to it to edit, then you can create your account. Just go somewhere here and you can see a login, a login button. So it's up to you whether you want to create an account or not. And if you create an account, then you can have the list of your decider, just like this. So you can edit, you can see, recheck, and so on. While waiting for the other, I use it for a lot of activities. Like sometimes I don't teach English, I teach pembelajaran digital. So I ask my students, to post a picture of a video from YouTube, and then ask their friend to analyze the video. So it can be a video analysis like this, the pro or the positive or the negative comments about the video. So you can use three-sider for many different activities, not only for brainstorming actually. Oh, Vera, you are using two screens. That's very smart. How about the other? Do you have any problems? Oh, we have Pak Maulana here. Let's check. What will you do to save the earth? Will you still use plastic bag? Okay, and then pros and cons. Great. Pak Andri. Okay, proverb, best represent you. Tell us why. Great. So it depends on what to teach, what subject. If you're teaching in higher education, probably you teach different kind of subject. And you can adjust your questions, the content with this. Ibu Diana. It's time to wear face shield everywhere we go. Okay. Wearing face shield. Maybe you can expect your students to add more ideas here too. So sometimes I use three-sider for a longer project. Like for example, at the first week, I will ask students to write their idea first, just ideas. And then at the second week, I ask them to give arguments, or not arguments, comment to other people's ideas. So it saved 2 weeks of my teaching with one tool only. Okay, then I think we can move on. Okay. Let's move on. Resider now. Brainstorming. We've been talking about brainstorming a lot, and I want to hear your voice, your voice in text using chat. So, what do you think the benefit of doing brainstorming activity with your students, and what teachers should do in the brainstorming activity? I think you all know about this, and let's flood the chat box with your ideas about the benefit of brainstorming and what should teachers do. I believe everyone do this in your classroom, right? Doing brainstorming before you start your lesson. So what do you think? What are the benefits? Or what would be your suggestion to teachers to do something like brainstorming activity? Yay, Budini, you can do it. Well, silence, because it's already 9:30. I should pass it over to Pajati. Brainstorming activity is a paramount. It's what I oftentimes find difficult while preparing for the material. Exactly. Very rewarding to break the ice, also to catch students' attention. Exactly. Uh, Engage students to the lesson. Right. Assess their background knowledge. Thank you, Bu Enda. Yeah, bridging background knowledge to what we are going to provide to them today. Easy to prepare even using mobile phone. Should appreciate and give score so the students feel they are noticed. Yeah, appreciation probably, but not scoring. Engage students to make them ready to learn in class. So the benefit is just like what you said, connecting students' background knowledge, and then uh, generate a quantity of ideas. Whatever ideas, there is no right or wrong answers. All ideas are welcome. Teach acceptance and respect for individual differences. They listen to their friends, and then encourage learners to take risks. So make it easy. Everyone can answer. It's motivating for them. Don't ask questions, the difficult question at the beginning of your lesson. And then value acceptance and practice idea collection. So this is what this might happen in the classroom during brainstorming. Everyone can answer the questions. No correct or wrong answer. So you can say, oh yeah, good idea. Everyone has good idea. All answers are recorded, no judgment. Don't say that's wrong answer or that's a bad idea. So everyone should be valued and exchange knowledge of information. Okay, so that's about brainstorming for me. I think I'm quite in time and Pajati is ready, I'm sure, with by continuing the activities. So over to you, Pajati. I'll be on and off. Probably I will accessing the Zoom from my cell phone because I have to go to campus and get vaccine. All right, over to you, Pajati. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Vin. Okay, thank you, Vin. Good
You
luck with
welcome.
your next activity. Jangan teriak nanti kalau disuntik ya. Awas lengan
Oke,
kiri,
Pak.
jangan lengan kanan. Don't get so afraid with a small needle. Okay, I'm going to continue, everyone. That's an example of brainstorming involving a teacher communicating with the students, and also the student got the sense of social presence. Tidak ngelihat wajahnya sih, tapi ngelihat jawaban dari temannya. That's give a sense of presence there. Yeah. So that's a very good activities. Good luck and try it later in your class. Yeah, could be very useful for face-to-face activities as well. Okay, let me continue with the next one. Designing self-study materials. That's a little bit different with the software earlier, with a lot of interaction. Self-study materials is only the interaction between student and the materials. In the past, that's the interaction, the teacher and books. Right now, it's no longer books, but with their mobile, with their laptop, and so on. Yeah, so we're going to play around with that. And I believe some of you are familiar with two apps that I'm going to introduce later. Some advice before we start with self-study material, or before we start designing the self-study material. Gini, yang sering lupa itu kalau self-study terus siswanya jadi malas. Jangan sampai kita membuat materi untuk self-study, terus ujung-ujungnya malah tidak dikerjakan. Ya, so it's the purpose is to help student learn. Kuncinya itu to help student learn. It's not a test. Yeah, you should have a clear objective. The student should know, yeah, I want to learn about a certain thing. I want to learn about vocabulary, about feeling. Itu. So it should be clear objective in one chunk. Jadi nanti kalau membuat self-study materials, do not mix up you want them to learn vocabulary and grammar and something else. No, just one objective in a chunk. Yeah, clear instruction, because you are not going to be there. You should not be able to be contacted, because usually it's a free time. They can do it anywhere, anytime when they want to. So you should have a clear instruction and provide help, a button click of help, how to contact you, or help for if you have further explanation about the exercise. Yeah, give a positive feedback. Do not ever give a negative feedback when you design a self-study material. Yeah, that's a bit of advice from Pak Tua. Now let's move on. Yeah, now I want you to try this one first. This is, you go to bit.ly Jati minus EIN P1. Let me copy that and put it in your chat box. Let me copy this. And then I'll put it in the chat box. Okay, so click that and give it a try. So your experience as a student first. When you finish, just type in the chat box, done. Yeah. bit.ly/Jati minus EINP1. To the exercise. When you finish, then type done in the chat room, chat box. Then we talk about it. Pretty easy, pretty short. Try it, then when you finish, type done. Okay, done. Thank you, Pak Andri. Topic is still food. Okay, Pak Maulana. Thank you. Ibu Vera Spencer, thank you. Esther dan, Anas dan, Ibu Desi dan. Okay, thank you. Okay, Ibu Fitri dan. Thank you. Okay. Ibu Sri dan Ibu Endang dan. Okay. Some of you sudah. Now, you have done the exercise, you got the feeling of that, then how to make this type of exercise better? I need your opinion after you have done that. Go to bit.ly/jati minus ERENP1A. Akan saya coba taruh di chat. Let me copy this one first. Okay, I need your opinion on that. Then I'll type it in a chat box. Okay, so you can click that and then type your opinion. Your opinion about the exercise. How to make it better. It's a great close test. However, it would be better if you could provide okay, how to make it better, you can type it in the link. Just click the link in the chat box. Okay, thank you, Ibu Dini. Now click the link and then what's your opinion about that? Is it too difficult? How to make it better? So what's your suggestion? Oh, I should disable the comment, I think. Okay. Highlight the green and red color, very helpful. Sorry, the recognition in my school is unstable. That's okay, Bu Desi. Okay, Bu Nurinda, you can go to Padlet, bit.ly/jati minus ERENP1A. Siap. Ibu Indah is from Kendari. Okay, I'll type it again here. Okay, here are some suggestions. Provide some option. Some of you said need option or drag drop choices. Okay, longer answer, like one clause. Okay, provide hints. Very good. Yeah, provide hint and clearer instruction. Thank you very much. Put pictures. That's possible. Okay. Giving explanations. Provide vocabulary that the students should choose. Okay. Drag and drop. Okay. Good. So you got some idea there, and also you give opinion and suggestion about the exercise. Yeah. Now let's continue. Yeah. When we do this exercise like this, yeah, it's about food. It's a self-study. So it's assumed that they learn something about text from the previous lesson, and then they have to do a review here. Yeah. With a blank like this, it's not good somehow for vocabulary. So it should be a drag drop, should be another clues so that the students can remember the vocabulary. Yeah. So this one is a bit hard if you haven't got any clues or any idea what you from the previous lessons. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Now let's move on. Yeah. So that's a closed test, or sorry, a close for self-study. That's to promote active production of vocabulary. Can, if you are alone, then provide clues and so on. Yeah. It's also can be used for grammar. For example, if you have an exercise about, say, preposition. Yeah. So you can use a closed type of exercise in, at, on, and so on. So make it as simple as that. If you're going to use vocabulary about food, it's only food. Vocabulary about or grammar point about preposition, it's only about preposition. Grammar knowledge about tenses is only tenses. So it's only one at one chunk. Yeah, I mean, keep it short. When the text is too long, then the students will get discouraged. Yeah. Now, that's learning apps, the name of the tools. Do you know this one? How many of you knows learning apps? Have you ever tried it? Can you respond in the chat box, please? Just to get the sense, how many of you familiar with learning apps? Yes or no? I don't know yet. Okay. Pak Maulana not yet. Budesi not yet. Wendang no. Ibu Yuyu not yet. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Just no. Okay. So some of you familiar with learning apps. Some of you not yet. So I'm going to introduce you learning apps today, and later another apps. It's AI at the end. Yeah. So we're going to play around with learning apps. You can do a lot of exercises for self-study. Harus diingat ya, learning apps untuk self-study. Jangan pernah dibikin untuk membuat tes. Smart student can hack that very easily to know the answer. Yeah. So don't use it for test purposes on this. Yeah. Just for self-study. Okay. Now, this is also programmed using learning apps. Yeah. Try now to go to bit.ly Jati minus Salatiga 1. I'm going to put that in the chat box. Then you play around with that before we start creating the exercise. Ya. Main-main dulu, nanti belajar. Okay, I'll put that in the chat. Okay, can you click that and try to do the exercise? Still about food. The topic of today, it's makanan. So you have to label the picture. Just click that when you have a picture, for example, like this one or this one. There is a sign there. Click, then you have to choose which one. Yeah. So it's a matching game. Try it first, so you got the feeling of that. When you finish, type done. Okay, Pak Maulana done. Thank you, Pak. So this is matching pair with pictures. Resri Dona dan Rahayu Safitri dan thank you Ibu. Okay, Ibu Desi dan thank you. Okay, Ibu Esther dan thank you. Ibu Farida also thank you. Yes. Now, my question is, how can we involve students in designing this type of exercise? Yeah. Do you have any idea? Respond in the text, in the chat box, please. How can we involve students in designing this type of exercise? Supaya menarik, gitu. Siswanya diajakin bikin, caranya gimana? Ada ide enggak? Type it in the chat box, please. Ada ide? Ya, kalau ide saya adalah ask the students to send you some pictures. For example, if you are teaching about part of the house, then ask the student to send the pictures, and then you create the exercise based on the students' pictures. Yeah, that might be interesting for the students. Bisa juga begitu. Yeah, so it's a good matching pair with pictures. It's a good for vocabulary. Yeah. Now, another matching pair that I want you to try, go to bit.ly/jati-salatiga2. Okay. Let's do favorite actor, film, yeah. So you can have pictures, basically, not necessarily food. Okay, now the next one, the next exercise, I'm going to put the link in the chat box. Yeah. Just a second. Okay. To everyone. Why I cannot? Okay. Yeah, I put it the link. I put the link there. That's to try the second exercise. Still matching with a different type. Pair the duos. That's the instruction. Let me see. Okay, Esther Marpaung, you're done. Thank you, Ibu. Ibu Putri, done. Thank you. So the previous one is pairing. but with picture. This one is pairing with text and text. Actually, you can have text and sound as well. Yeah, that's the advantages of learning apps. You can play with pictures, you can play with sound, you can play with just text on that. Okay, you've done it. Thank you. Brilliant. You are all good students. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. That's a matching pair. So matching pair is used for help the students learn comprehension, item association, knowledge recall. That's also possible. Organization skills. Yeah. So there are some things, but again, if you're going to do item association, it's just item association. If you're going to put labeling about something, it's labeling should be a theme. Labeling about food, labeling about furniture, labeling about part of the body and things like that. Yeah. Do not put too many items in a small chunk. Ya, itu yang harus diingat. Kadang-kadang kita sebagai guru pengen siswanya recall banyak hal, belajar banyak hal. One bit, small number, small chunk. Itu penting. Kalau enggak, malah enggak dikerjain nanti. Ya. Now let's. This is also a good idea for matching is term and definition. If you're teaching high level of students, for example, if you're a lecturer, then you can have term and definition. Order of operation, sound and match, karena nanti ada tadi sudah ada saya kasih contoh bunyi kan, avocado, ya, sound and match, it's very important as well for low level students. Ya, synonym and antonyms, thank you, Ibu Eli. Ya. After we give the instruction how to see the result from our student, this is for self-study. Ibu Yuliana. So we will not see the result. Oleh karena itu perlu diingat, this is not for a test. Ya, this is for students to have a lot of fun after they got the lesson inside the classroom. Ya, jadi nanti jangan bikin 10 soal gitu, 5 aja enggak apa-apa. Ya, so that for that purpose. Ya, not for testing purposes. It's for self-study. So it's help them to remember something after a class. Idenya begitu, Bu Yuliana. Ya, thank you. Okay, bagus Lantan. Good. So it's for fun purposes, gitu ya. Yang kadang-kadang kita lupa self-study terus dikasih PR. It's not about PR. It's help them to learn. Okay. Now, this is a note. When you create a pair, can take time to create the questions. You need a lot of effort to find pictures and so on and so on. Yeah. If they have to pair too many things, too many messages, it's disengaging. Keep that in mind. The direction should be clear. If necessary, that's in Bahasa Indonesia. Ya. Kayaknya gampang sih matching ini dengan ini gitu kan, tapi kalau tidak tahu nanti siswanya bingung dan segala macam, malah tidak self study, nanti malah jadi tidak belajar. Ya. How can we give the feedback to our students? You can give a feedback later on. You have done a good job and things like that. Nanti akan ada ya feedbacknya yang engaging, nanti bisa. Ya, that will be one. Ibu Rahayu. Ya. Okay. Now let's move on to another one. This is simple order. Yeah. I'm going to put that in a chat box. Simple order. Let me copy the link first. Let me copy it there. Okay. Yep. Can you do that type of exercise then? So it's a different type. It's all made using or created using learning apps. We will learn how to get the account and how to do the or create the apps later. Yeah, patient with me. Try some of the activities first. When you finish, just type done. This conversation. Tia, done. Thank you, Tia. How is Kota Baru? Okay, thanks, Tia. Bu Yulia done, Bu Yuyun done, thank you. Rina done, thank you. Amazing, Julia, thank you. So this is a conversation, type of exercise so that the students can do it. Keep it short, even though this is only 11 items. To rearrange that will take time for students. Yeah, if you can do it in 3 or 2 minutes, the students might need a longer time. Keep that in mind. Yeah, the shorter of the dialogue, it's better. Yeah, this one is a bit long actually. Okay, thank you very much. Hopefully this type of exercise later useful for your students, and we're going to learn together how to create this type of exercise later. So it's a simple order. It's good for simple conversation, having a sequence, stages of a process, or different hierarchy, ranking, and so on. Multiple choice. Yeah. After this, then we'll do creating, playing with learning apps. Now, I'm not going to ask you to do it, but let's give. I'll give you the example here. It's a multiple choice. Everyone knows that it's very easy. This is about grammar. Is, am, or are. So the answer here is are. So I just click are here. Yeah, and then I'm done there. Then this is the icon there to give appreciations like happy. And then the next questions, boys. Okay, my computer is running low. Just a second. Boys, the girls friendly. So, for example, if I choose M here, then I check. Yeah, set visit. So you can give a feedback like this, not feedback really real explanation, but just more on encouragement. You can create this. For example, if your answer is there, then there, oh, because that should be plural. So I put are there and then check. Then happy face there. Okay, that's an example of multiple choice. Yeah, very popular. But again, here is an example that it's only about R, S, or M. Not too many that they have to think about. This is try to recall only. Yeah, that's multiple choice. Difficult to construct, so you have to keep that in mind. Again, small chunk, limited feedback as well. Very difficult to give longer explanation. So when you try to do exercise with multiple choice, careful in designing that so that your exercise will not be discouraging for the students. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to give you an overview of learning apps. Yeah, learningapps.org. That's the website. Okay, I'm going to put that as well in the chat box. Okay, put it there. Okay, that's learningapps.org. Very easy to create. I'm going to give you overview for some minute. Yeah, log in. Then if you don't have the account, you can go to register new account. I already have the account, so I click log in. Yeah, you can have the account later. Now just have a look at here first. It's free application. Yes, absolutely, it's free. Application that we introduced today, all of them are free. Kita suka yang gratis-gratis saja, tapi berdaya guna daripada yang mahal dan tidak punya uang. Itulah kira-kira ya. So it's free. Yeah. So the learning apps here, there are two. You can browse apps, meaning that's apps created by other people. So if you don't have that much time, you can explore and you can get ideas what other people do with learning apps. Yeah. The category, that's not only for English. It could be for mathematics, it could be for politics and so on. Things that you have to pay attention is here. Yeah. This is for vocational or further education, but if you put it here, that's for elementary level. That will give a different type of exercise. Yeah? If you put it in the middle, here is secondary education. So you might get help and ideas there. Embedded in Canva, yes. It can embedded in PowerPoint, yes. It can be embedded in your Google Class, yes. Can be embedded in your Facebook, yes. Yeah. Thank you for the questions, Pak Andri. So we practice later, yeah. So this is browse apps. Then if you click one, for example, okay, I'm interested in this one, for example. Yeah, I don't understand. This is not even in English. Yeah, but there is always here similar apps. So you can create similar apps based on other people's app, and then you just change this one, you change this one, you change everything there. Yeah, so you can browse apps, choose apps that you like or that you're interested in the apps, and then you can create similar apps. For example, if you choose English as a second language, then here, for example, not so irregular, or money, or food. Okay, if you click food, yeah, like this, okay, then you can create similar apps. So it's very, very handy. Then you change the title, and then you change this, and then you change the picture, and you can have voice, and so on and so on. Yeah, that's one way. Another way is create apps. So you can create apps, you have ideas, then you can pick the template. Yeah, the template here, matching pairs, group assignment, number of line, simple order, close text, multiple choice, matching pairs on image. Yeah. For example, if I click matching pairs on image, then give here an example one so that I got the idea. It has a limit of free. It's free. It is absolutely free 100%. You don't have to pay anything. Yeah. So you can have example 2 and example 3 and so on. Yeah. So this is to give you ideas on matching pair with image. Yeah. Then you can create apps, create new apps for your student. When you create new apps, then you have the title here. For example, the title is food. About food. Okay. Next 5 minutes will be Q&A. Yeah, thank you very much. I need more time. Tenang saja, santai. Kalau tidak buru-buru belum makan siang kan ya. So sedikit molor enggak apa-apa lah. Daripada nanti nanggung ya. Kalau if I stop now, penonton bubar nanti belum selesai soalnya. Ya, nyantai aja. Ya, nyantai aja. Tenang, tarik napas gitu. Okay, it's about food. Then you choose the background here. Yeah, select image. For example, I already have the image. I click drag and drop image. For example, I choose no, not this one. I choose image from my computer bisa, from existing here bisa. Because I type food, then everything there is all about, mostly about food. Drag and drop. I choose any pictures. I put desktop. Let's see what I have. Pictures. Okay. I take this one. Open. Then you can resize the pictures as well. Yeah. No, it's too big, I think. Sorry, daripada lama. Put that, and then I create new apps, and then it's all about food. Then it is about label the picture like that. Then I select image. I should select something that's small. Actually, give me, see. I think I get an image from here. Search image from the internet. I think it's better. Food. Okay. Then not that one. Not that one. Yeah. Okay. For example, this food. Then I can click use this picture. Yeah. Okay, so the picture is there. Then place a marker, click. Okay, then I click this one. Then I save that. Okay, then I can put a text, image, or text to speech. Yeah. For example, tomato. Okay, then another element. I go to place marker. Then I change this one, for example, I'll give you two. This one, click here. Then I save. Then I put a text, for example, like that. Then finish. Great, you found the right solution. That's the feedback. And then I finish. Yeah. So label the picture and it's okay. So it's finished, this one. Try this, audio. Okay, select this one. This one, bread, for example. Then I finish, I click this. Great, you found solution. I'm happy with that. And then I save the apps. Yeah. After I saving the apps, then I got the link. Di bawah ada linknya. Link ini yang diberikan ke siswa. Web link boleh, full screen link boleh, atau mau di embed boleh. So they give you this one. For example, if I put the web link, this one, I put it in the chat box, then you can have the access to these apps that I just created, like that. Yeah. Okay. So that's basically the learning apps. Yeah, very easy to create. Could be with pictures, could be with text, could be with sounds. Yeah, it's very easy to create. Basically, follow the steps, then you will get this is there. Yeah. Okay, so now you can go to learningapps.org and register. Yeah, after you register, you can try it. It's very, very easy to create the exercise for self-study. Yeah. Okay, one more things that I'm going to introduce you is AI. Satu lagi ini learning apps, nanti praktek sendiri. This one is Quillians.com. How many of you familiar with Quillians? Apakah sudah kenal dengan Quillians atau belum? Untuk learning apps nanti main-main sendiri ya, pasti bisa. Oke, Bu Yuliana not yet. Bu Yuyun not yet. Quillians belum. Belum. Oke, kalau belum, ini untuk membuat hidup guru lebih enak sepertinya. I'm going to do a demo, then you can create on your own later. Ya, saya demokan saja dulu karena unsur waktu. Oke, ini adalah exercise yang akan membuat pertanyaan. Kadang-kadang kita dosen itu malas untuk bikin pertanyaan. Jadi yang modalnya teks, terus nanti yang membuat pertanyaan biar mesin gitu. Ya. So, for example, I have a text. Saya punya teks, saya harus cari teksnya dulu. Saya sudah siapkan. In text. I put the text when you switch off. Bukan ini. I have a text yang saya taruh di TXT atau bisa juga Word. Oke. Files, reading, tapi males bikin pertanyaannya, kira-kira. So I have this text. Then I have to cut and paste. Saya blok dulu. Ya, oke. So then I put it in Quillians. Sini. Paste. Ya. Teksnya ini. Then I have to put the title. Titlenya di sini. Ini titlenya saya hapus. Oke. Terus ditanya di sini select the domain. This is a natural science. gitu. Then I have to click proceed. The minimum word 300 up to 3000. Jadi tidak boleh terlalu pendek. Kalau pendek nggak mau bikin soalnya dia. Ya. So this is processing the content. You have to be a little bit patient on that. Semoga internet saya tidak bermasalah. Ya, so this is the equivalent choosing the keyword. Ya, keywordnya bisa kita ganti kalau mau. Umpamanya this one I don't want this, I want put it in hot topics, diganti. Gitu. This is all the keywords yang akan dia gunakan. Okay, then I click proceed. Kalau nanti muncul pop-up yang kayak gini dan segala macam, just skip. Kalau diklik yang tidak skip, nanti dia jualan. Ya, this is freemium, artinya ada bagian yang free, ada bagian yang berbayar. So right now, the AI is processing the content, then they're processing the questions. Then they will give us some question about factual, interpretation questions, and biasanya banyak ngasihnya. Then we can select some of them that we think is appropriate for our student. So at the meantime, you are waiting for me, maybe you can go to quillians.com and then you can register. Yeah. This is an example of AI. Kemarin Pak Toar sudah cerita AI, the history of AI, the benefit of future AI. This is the AI that we have right now in the website. Usually it's quicker. This is very slow because I'm using Zoom at the same time. Ya, karena dengan Zoom jadi agak lama. Okay, finish. So I can save, I can export. Yeah, I can export the questions. Export. Ada PDF, ada Word dan segala macam bayar. Gratis adalah yang teks, TXT, enggak apa-apa. If you click that TXT, then they can save that. Okay, so they downloaded already. Yeah, then this is the questions. Sorry, later. Yeah, WH questionsnya ada di sini, interpretive questionsnya ada 3. But if you download, you get more. Yeah, let's see what's in the download. This one. Yeah. So I got the factual questions. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. I got more and more and more and more. Terus ada banyak banget. Yeah. It's all about the text that I inputted. I got 41 questions. Jadi tinggal milih. Kali ini interpretive questions. Yeah, the other is factual questions. This is premium questions. So it depends on which one it's good for my students. So it's helping us in creating questions, a draft questions that you can choose later on. So go to quillian.com and register and just follow the steps there. Okay, this is towards the end. So this is our email address, kumawangtejati@gmail.com or vinitadewi@gmail.com. If you want to access the slide of the presentation, bisa ke bit.ly/. /itel -IAIN -3. Di foto aja. Nanti masih bisa dapat link-linknya, masih dapat semua presentasi bisa live di sana. Thank you very much. I'll give it back to you, Risa. Sorry, Pak Tua molor. If there is some questions, ya boleh silahkan. Thank you. You are muted, Risa. You are muted. Enggak, suaranya enggak kedengeran. Risa masih mute.
Alright.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, back to you, Risa. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Pak Jati, for nice explanation about ELT, engaging activities in ELT. And yeah, before we open question and answer session, I would like to inform you that the attendance list will be provided at next 5 minutes. So yeah, I would like to check the question. Yeah, the participants might write down the question on the chat box or on YouTube channel live chat UPTPBIN Salatiga.
You can ask questions about Vinita's presentation as well, then I'll try to answer that.
Okay, Pak Jati.
Yes,
have you copied that link to the chat like you did before?
Which link, Pak?
Link to the to your material of presentation.
Oh, not yet. It's tadi bit.ly.
Yeah, that one.
Ya, mungkin Risa bisa.
Yeah, I already print screen. I will type down there.
Yeah, type it in the
all right
chat box.
Okay.
Yeah, Canva, view. Okay, yeah, that one. Savitri Wahyuni, thank you. It's from Kalimantan. Thanks, Savitri. Sudah ada di sana, bisa juga. bit.ly itel IAIN Salatiga. Ya.
Thank you, Budiana. All right, we have one question here from Budiana Wahyuni. How can we encourage students to speak during online class? It is very nice question, Pak Jati. How can we encourage students to speak during online class?
Okay, thank you. Ibu Diana, you can go to voicespice.com. Then that's apps that will help students speak. And then in low bandwidth, let me try. Yeah, voicespice.com. I'm going to put it in the chat box. Just a second. Yeah, and that will encourage students to speak, explore the app. Then even the shy students usually will speak. Yeah, I put it there in the chat box. So that's one way, yeah, to make them speak.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks Budiana and thanks Pak Jati for the answering the question from Budiana. All right, we're still waiting for the questions from all the participants here. We have 212 participants.
Biasanya Pak Hanung nanya.
Pak Hanung maybe unmute. Yes, Pak Hanung, you might unmute. Maybe Mbak Marisa will help us to unmute Pak Hanung.
Okay,
all right.
Yeah, hopefully what we provide the apps, the explanation and so on is with low bandwidth. Hopefully will be useful for your students. Can we use the teaching for young learners that's from Burundi? Yes, bisa. Untuk young learners, saran saya dipilihkan banyak gambar menggunakan learning apps. Matchingnya gambar dengan suara boleh, sangat bisa. Saran saya ditemani oleh orang dewasa supaya tidak keluyuran kemana-mana jarinya. Itu ya. Bisa atau tidak? Yes, it's possible. Ya. Teaching listening. That's a question from listening. You go to sebentar, saya listening yang cukup ringan selain YouTube, mungkin alternatif dengan for self study. Saya taruh di chat. Silakan dicoba. elo.org. There are a lot of exercises, listening with exercises from different level. Not only British English and American English, even Indonesian English, a lot of topics. You can use the search engines there, and then you can find the right level and the right topics and so on. Yeah. Hopefully that will help.
Okay, Pak Gumawan.
Yes.
I do have question for you, Pak.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm very thankful to all that you explained about engaging students to so many English learning activities. But my question is, how can you be proud of yourself, be sure of yourself as teacher that you have done so much for your student if students are very much engaged with technology, with the application? I'm afraid that in the future, students are not very much attached to teachers any longer with technology.
The teacher should have knowledge about technology. It's always like that, but the technology right now, the kids really attached to technology and so on and so on. And we are scared that they will forget about us, not respecting us, and so on and so on. That's not true, Pak. Ya, zaman dulu, zaman saya kecil, orang tua saya bingung. Saya attached to TV zaman dulu. But it's not, never happened. They just worried, but I still talk to my parents. But the conversation is different. The conversation mostly is what's going on in TV. Now, what's going on in a YouTube channel, what's going on in the application, and so on and so on. The parents and the teachers should be familiar with what they are talking about. Different generation, Pak, that's always have different views. So no need to worry.
Okay. Yeah. As teacher, we are the elder generation and we are immigrants to the world, yeah, Pak. We have to learn the language, technology, yeah, Pak, yeah.
Yeah. We have to know them, not only the technology, but among other things. The text that they read, the conversation that they had, and so on is different with our generation. But if you pay attention to your daughter will still talk to you. No need to worry. Yeah.
Thank you, Pak.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Pak Jati and Pak Hanung also. Hanung for a nice question. Then this one, I think the last Pak Jati.
Vinita is also answering the questions while getting injected.
Yes.
Yeah, that's different generation, Pak Hanung. That's an example. I will not do that, but she is able to do it.
Okay.
Oh, already answered by Bu Vinita, Pak Jati.
Yeah,
This one.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Kalau yang generasi saya pasti aku vaksin dulu dan nggak mau diganggu gitu kan. Tapi kalau dosen yang muda, aku vaksin dulu kan lengan kiri, tangan kananku bisa main HP kan, so that I can answer the questions, things like that. Different world, Pak Danung.
How about millennial teacher and dosen, Pak?
Tuh Vinita bilang, I'm ngantri at the moment.
Thank you, Bu Vinita. Which already come with us again. I think the session already finished, Pak Jati and Bu
Okay,
Vinita.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks once again. Before we close the session, Pak Hanung will give the certificate or certificate ceremony for the first to Pak Jati, and then the second to Bu Vinita. Time is yours, Pak Hanung.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Risa. Again, Pak Jati, thank you very much for
Thank you.
being with us this morning. At the beginning, Pak Jati, I was really afraid whether this is a good idea to invite big names like Pak Jati and Vinita and also Tawar for this webinar, because inviting celebrities like you guys means that we have to be very ready with all possibility, like for example the number of participants, and yeah, we even think that thought that at the time ini nanti pesertanya akan banyak banget atau akan kurang banyak karena sudah terkenal banget ini Pak Jati dan teman-teman ini. Tapi ternyata hari ini membuktikan memang luar biasa ini. Masih banyak lagi yang bisa disampaikan oleh Pak Jati dan Vinita dan Tawar ini untuk kita guru-guru ini supaya bisa terus memberikan yang terbaik. Jadi memang ini Presiden Aitel kita ini luar biasa ini. Terima kasih Pak Gumawa.
Terima kasih,
give applause. Give applause once again.
Yeah, as a token for appreciation, I like to hand this certificate Pak Gumawa. Ini sertifikatnya, you have seen it. I hope you can start this happily ya.
Thank you Pak. Thank you.
Oke. Sudah terlihat ya tadi ya?
Yeah.
Okay, and this one is for Bu Vinita. If you see it, and maybe you can just say it on chat box that you have received this, ya, Bu Vinita.
Thank you, berarti sudah Pak.
Okay. To all participants, thank you also for all of you very much for being with us this morning. Remember that we need to always improve our skill in teaching and do our best. In recent era, we have to modify our teaching, upgrade our knowledge and skill, and see you again on our next webinars and workshop, and hopefully by next year we can get together offline, see
Pak.
each other.
In 2022 February will be in Jogja.
Okay, I'll see you there.
Face to face Pak. It's not far from Salatiga. Stay tuned in Facebook channel.
Okay.
Tanggalnya belum, tapi Februari minggu ketiga kira-kira we're going to have a conference face to face in Jogja.
Doakan juga Pak, by then aku sudah selesai dokternya semester ini.
Oh siap.
Amin.
Siap, amin.
Jadi bisa longgar adik. Oke, saya kembalikan waktu ke Mbak Marisa kalau begitu.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Pak Hanung. And then before we close the session, we are here. Then the last session is Tech Teacher. So please look at the camera and we will have a good picture. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and go. All right. Wait. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thanks,
thank you.
everyone. Thank you, Pak Jati.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Bu Vinita. Thank you for being with us in UPTBB IAIN Salatiga. Yeah, I'm very glad to meet you, Pak Jati, after maybe last 6 years when you came to IAIN Salatiga and Pak Hanung's class.
Yeah, when I was young that time.
Still young now. Thank you, and then Mbak Marisa will be here with us.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you being here. And don't forget to fill out the presence link in the chat column, both in Zoom and YouTube. All right, the last agenda is closing, and actually online for the session has been done by Mbak Risa, so we don't need to take a screenshot again, I think. Well, thank you. Hope our webinar is beneficial for you. Let's close by reciting Hamdalah together. Alhamdulillah. See you on the next occasion. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.